Your life as a human being is what happens between your first inhalation and your last exhalation. You have probably heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. At the base of the pyramid is immediate physical survival. Then, at the second level, is security. The third level is love and the sense of belonging. The fourth is self-esteem and compassion. And the fifth is self-actualization. This is very similar to the 7 chakras, although instead of 5 levels, the chakras are divided into 7. Later models of Maslow added 2 more layers, aligning almost perfectly with the chakras. If we take the bottom layer of the pyramid, immediate survival, we can further divide it. Maslow talks about food, shelter, water, and other basic needs. However, upon deeper reflection, you can see that oxygen, breathing, is the most essential. Without oxygen, everything else loses importance. Maslow emphasized that if basic needs are not met, nothing else matters. It makes no sense to talk about love. If someone is freezing, they must warm up first. And it makes no sense to worry about body temperature if they are not breathing. Therefore, everything starts with breathing. Considering how essential breathing is, it is surprising that we are not taught to breathe correctly from an early age. Everyone is supposed to know how to breathe, but that is not the case. Breathing is fundamental to our existence and should be one of the first things we learn to do correctly. But breathing is not just about inhaling oxygen. It goes much deeper. In this video, we will explore the fundamental importance of breathing in our spiritual journey and its crucial influence on our physical and emotional health. We will discover the nature of prana and how learning to direct it through the nadis with pranayamas or breathing exercises can elevate our consciousness and spiritual energy and even awaken the kundalini. We will also reveal the correct way to breathe and the great benefits it will bring us. At the end of the video, I will show you some practical exercises to achieve this. In Hindu philosophy, prana is a fundamental concept that refers to the vital force or life energy that permeates the universe and sustains life. Derived from Sanskrit, prana literally means life or vital breath. It is considered the energy that flows in all forms of life and is essential for maintaining both physical and mental health. The concept of prana, or vital energy, has equivalents or similar concepts in various traditions and cultures, such as qi in traditional Chinese medicine, ki in Japanese tradition, and mana in Polynesian cultures and other oceanic cultures. As prana is our vital creative force, the more energy we have at our disposal, the more we can manifest our mental creations. Using appropriate techniques, prana can unlock our creativity, intuition, and power of manifestation, even leading us to spiritual enlightenment. In the anatomy and physiology of yoga, they extend beyond the physical body, encompassing various subtle bodies. According to the Taittiriya Upanishad, there are several bodies in our system, especially 5 important bodies, the physical body, and 4 more subtle bodies. The order of these bodies is not based on their physical location, but from the densest to the subtlest. For example, the pranic body is much more subtle than the physical body, and the mental body is even more subtle than the pranic. Each body becomes more subtle as it approaches the spirit, your true essence. Prana serves as a link between the body and the spirit, but due to bad habits and blockages found in both the physical body and the subtle bodies, this connection is often very weak, preventing us from fully connecting with our true essence. Without prana, there is no life in the material realm. In Hindu culture, it is said that death is nothing more than prana, leaving the body. Prana is the vital force that circulates through our body, and we can use breathing as its vehicle, just as a well-maintained vehicle allows us to move easily. When our breathing is optimal, prana can flow freely and supply more energy to our body, achieving a deeper connection with our spirit. Therefore, by working on our breathing, we are optimizing the prana in our system and in our energy. Prana is not only found in the air we breathe, it is present in everything around us. We obtain it from the earth element through the foods we consume, from the water element through the liquids we drink, from the air element by taking oxygen through breathing, and from the fire element through the energy radiated by the sun. We can increase our intake of prana, choosing to consume natural and fresh unprocessed foods. The same applies to water. There is a big difference between drinking water that springs directly from a source and drinking tap or bottled water. There are different ways to revitalize water, such as restructuring it, known as structured water, which involves creating vortices that revitalize the water at a molecular level, restoring properties to the water similar to those found in natural flowing water. Sunlight is another source of prana. When we spend time outdoors in the sun, we absorb its energy through our skin and eyes. This energy helps regulate our circadian rhythms, improves our mood, and supports our overall health. Of all these elements, the most crucial and constantly available to us is air. Moreover, it is the only one to which we have constant and unlimited access. Prana permeates everything. It is the divine spark that animates all existence in the material world. Through air and our breathing, we learn to manage it and distribute it throughout our body, revitalizing ourselves and elevating our levels of consciousness. Through breathing techniques known as pranayamas, one can learn to consciously move and increase prana, activating the primordial kundalini energy, which leads to a state of enlightenment or me. Prana means life force, breath, or respiration. Yama means control. Pranayama is the control of the life force. At its most basic level, it is the control of breathing, simple mechanics of breathing. But where is prana stored, and how does it circulate? There are about 72,000 nadis in our body that transport prana throughout our system. The word nadi literally translates to channel or conduit. These 72,000 nadis are channels through which energy flows, and among them, 3 are the most important for spiritual development: Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, which we will discuss later. If your energy body has any kind of blockage, your nadis are not functioning properly. There is an energy blockage somewhere. Through the use of breathing, can consciously influence and alter the energy or prana that flows through our body. Therefore, learning to breathe correctly is the foundation for improving health and elevating our consciousness and energy, both physically and mentally. By increasing our amount of prana, we can more directly influence the world around us, enhancing our manifestation power in the physical realm. The more energy or prana we have available, easier it will be to manifest our desires in the material world. As we already know and have extensively covered in the channel, everything is energy, prana-chikai. Therefore, becoming skilled in the art of handling this energy grants us greater creative power. Accumulating prana and eliminating energy blockages raises our vibration. By raising our vibration to higher and more positive levels, we resonate at higher frequencies that attract situations and things aligned with those vibrations into our lives. Additionally, having more energy or prana translates into greater concentration and attention, essential for any manifestation. For example, when practicing the law of assumption, which involves assuming the desired outcome as if we were already experiencing it, higher level of prana allows for clearer and deeper visualizations, shortening the time between visualization and the materialization of the final result. The first thing we must do to improve our levels of prana and eliminate blockages is to breathe correctly, not only during practices, but throughout the day. The correct way to breathe is through the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle that separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. It is crucial for breathing, as it controls how we inhale and exhale air. When we inhale, the diaphragm contracts and moves downward, increasing the space in the thoracic cavity and allowing the lungs to expand. This creates a negative pressure that draws air into the lungs. During exhalation, the diaphragm relaxes and moves upward, compressing the lungs and expelling the air. From an anatomical and physiological perspective, the diaphragm not only facilitates efficient breathing, but also influences the stability of the spine, circulation, and the digestive system. The efficient use of the diaphragm is crucial for proper breathing and for increasing prana, or vital energy. Diaphragmatic breathing not only ensures that we receive enough oxygen, but also optimizes the flow of prana throughout our body. When we breathe superficially, only using the upper part of the chest, we limit the flow of prana, and, over time, this can lead to energy blockages and a decrease in our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Additionally, shallow breathing contributes to anxiety, stress, and other mental health issues. Breathing correctly involves fully filling the lungs, allowing the abdomen to expand when inhaling and the diaphragm to contract downward, enabling deep and relaxed breathing. To start practicing proper breathing, simply pay attention to how you are breathing at this moment. Are you primarily using the upper part of your chest? Does your abdomen move when you inhale? If you find that your breathing is shallow, try to consciously change it. A simple technique is to place one hand on your chest and the other on your abdomen. When inhaling, observe which hand moves more. If it is the chest that moves, try to deepen your breathing so that the abdomen expands with each inhalation. Over time, this type of breathing will become a habit, increasing your levels of prana and improving your overall health. Pranayamas, or breathing exercises, are an advanced way to control the flow of prana in our body. There are many different pranayama techniques, each designed to balance energy, cleanse the nadis, energy channels, and elevate consciousness. Among the most well-known is Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. It balances the energies of the Ida and Pingala nadis, allowing prana to flow harmoniously through the Sushumna, the central energy channel. This technique involves inhaling through one nostril while the other is closed, and then exhaling through the opposite one. It helps to calm the mind and increase mental clarity, Kapalabhati, the skull-shining breath. It focuses on quick, forceful exhalations through the nostrils, while the abdomen contracts with each exhalation. This pranayama is energizing and helps to cleanse the lungs, purify the nadis, and increase vital energy. Bellows breath is a vigorous technique that involves quick and powerful inhalations and exhalations. This pranayama increases body heat, revitalizes the nervous system, and cleanses the energy channels. Ujjayi breath, victorious breathing, is characterized by a slight constriction in the throat while inhaling and exhaling, creating a soft and relaxing sound. This pranayama calms the mind, balances emotions, and allows for the smooth circulation of prana. In addition to breathing exercises, there are several other practices that can increase our levels of prana. Meditating regularly is essential to maintain a balanced flow of prana, as it helps calm the mind and release emotional blockages that may be obstructing the nadis. Meditation also allows energy to concentrate in the central channel, Sushumna, promoting greater spiritual growth. The practice of asanas, yoga postures, is also beneficial, as they not only stretch and strengthen the physical body, but also promote the flow of prana in the subtle bodies, moving blockages and balancing energies. Another essential aspect is to maintain a positive attitude. 1. Elevated mindset. As we mentioned, everything is energy, and thoughts and emotions also have a vibrational frequency. Positive thoughts, love, gratitude, and compassion resonate at higher frequencies, attracting more prana and positive energy towards us. On the other hand, Negative emotions such as fear, anger, and sadness can create energy blockages and reduce our levels of prana, negatively affecting our health and our ability to manifest. In summary, prana is the vital energy that sustains us on a physical, emotional, and spiritual level. Through conscious and correct breathing, we can increase the flow of prana, which not only improves our physical health, but also connects us more deeply with our true essence and allows us to manifest our desires in the material plane. Pranayamas and other energetic practices are powerful tools to unlock and move this energy, elevating our vibration and leading us to a state of greater well-being and spiritual fulfillment. Breathing correctly is not just a technique, it is an art, and mastering it can radically change our life and perception of reality. After understanding the importance of breathing and the flow of prana, it is crucial to learn how to consciously influence the energy of our body and how this energy affects the world around us. As mentioned before, the amount of prana we can accumulate and direct has a direct impact on our ability to manifest our intentions and desires in the material plane. The more vital energy we have at our disposal, easier it will be to attract and create the reality we desire. One of the fundamental concepts in manifestation is the power of intention. When we direct our attention and energy towards a specific goal or purpose, we are using prana to shape our reality. However, this process is affected by our energetic vibration. If our levels of prana are low, or if there are energetic blockages, manifestation becomes more difficult, or may not happen at all. On the other hand, when we have abundant prana and our energy channels are clear, vibration increases and we become more aligned with the frequencies that allow our intentions to materialize quickly. The law of assumption, a popular technique in manifestation, is based on assuming that we have already achieved what we desire. This means that we must feel, think, and act as if our goal is already a reality. By doing so, we are using our energy to attract that reality towards us. However, for this technique to be effective, our levels of prana must be high, as a greater amount of energy allows us to maintain a clear and deep visualization. Additionally, it raises our vibration, bringing us closer to the frequency at which our manifestation already exists. The first step to improve our levels of prana and eliminate energy blockages is, as mentioned earlier, to breathe correctly throughout the day. Diaphragmatic breathing is key to increasing prana and keeping us balanced on a physical, emotional, and mental level. However, this practice must be consistent. It is not enough to breathe properly during breathing exercises or meditation. We must make a conscious effort to maintain this breathing throughout our day. Once we have mastered proper breathing, we can incorporate more advanced practices, such as pranayamas and positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that strengthen our beliefs and energies. When combined with conscious breathing, affirmations can have an even greater transformative power. As we inhale, we can affirm what we wish to attract, and as we exhale, we can imagine that energy directing towards our heart, expanding through our being, and resonating with the universe. An example of a powerful affirmation is, "I love myself." As we inhale, we can imagine that this affirmation rises from our root chakra to our third eye, and as we exhale, the energy of this affirmation expands in our heart. This process not only strengthens our self-esteem and self-love, but also attracts experiences and people that resonate with that energy. We can do this with any affirmation or desire. For example, we want to attract abundance. We can inhale visualizing how the energy of abundance flows through us, rising up our spine. As we exhale, we direct that energy to our heart, feeling how abundance is already present in our life. By doing this consistently, We are sending a clear signal to the universe that we are ready to receive what we desire. And, finally, it is important to remember that the practice of conscious breathing and pranayama is not just about manifesting material desires. It is also a tool to elevate our consciousness and connect with our higher self. By increasing our levels of prana and removing energy blockages, we begin to resonate at higher frequencies, allowing us to experience states of peace, mental clarity, and spiritual fulfillment. If you made it this far, comment 100%, and I will personally respond to you, and subscribe, and like if you enjoyed it. Until next time.
Type I am powerful in the comments. Continue learning. Watch this video now.